Meow. Meow. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. How's everyone doing today? On the way, Dan. So, welcome to the show. If you are wondering what is going on the stream today, me too, kid. Me too. I had a whole plan of what we were supposed to be doing today. It was supposed to be fun. We're supposed to be starting the MOG build. The MOG, the MOG, the Unimog. The reason I have a giant box of 3D printed parts to build a RC Overlander 6-wheeled, traction controlled, awesome beast of a build. The part kit was supposed to be delivered Wednesday. And then I checked the UPS, and then the UPS is like, sorry sir, a plane was delayed. It will show up, it's delayed a day, delivered Thursday by end of day. And I'm like, cool. So all day yesterday, I was like working under the impression that, hey, it would be, Thursday by end of day. And then I wake up, this morning because it didn't get delivered yesterday, and it's like Friday by end of day. It was put on a truck. It was put on a truck at 9:30 a.m. this morning at the UPS center in town, which is like 20 minutes from my house. So we're hoping it shows up. We're hoping it shows up. Is it the last Friday of the month? No, it's not the last Friday of the month. Frick. It is the last Friday of the month. I thought next Friday was the last Friday of the month. Good point. Good point. We're gonna move it to tomorrow then. We'll do the stream tomorrow. Shoot. How did I screw that up? Where's my calendar? Oh, it's because it's the 26th on the Friday. Yeah, because it changes next week. Yeah. Calendar days. Okay, we're gonna move it till tomorrow. This screwed up my whole thing because I was planning on doing the Unimog today, so I completely forgot about other stuff for the Friday, and then the kit never showed up, so I should have backtracked to my original plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remind you all, since this is the beginning of the stream and people are watching in the future, hi people in the future, like the smash button, ring the bell. What are you doing this weekend? Are you going fishing? I went fishing today. It was fun. Everyone right now. So we have content for the stream tomorrow because we're doing the Friday stream on a Saturday, okay? The more content you give me, the more stuff we have to look at. Tomorrow, this channel right here called Look What I Printed on the Discord, okay? This channel is called Look What I Printed, okay? Your homework, you could do it now, you could do it in class, or you could take it home and do it after stream. But if you've been working on a cool 3D printed project or something tangentially related to 3D printing, show it off. I want to see more posts in this channel by tomorrow, because the more stuff you guys share, the more stuff we have to look at and the more stuff we get to inspired by. If you want to know a good example of something, I will show you the project that I got inspired from last Friday's. Say hello to my Deku tree planter. This video is live right now. Please go watch it. It needs all the help it can get. It's doing horribly. But this video is on the channel. If you want to see how I made this, there's a whole video on the channel. Make sure you go watch it, like it, leave a comment, share it, post it everywhere. It needs help. So this was something that literally was inspired by last Friday's stream, okay? Or last Friday of the month stream, where we took a look at stuff people were doing in the community, and somebody had done a project like this. I'm like, hey, cool. That's pretty cool. I want to do it. And so I did it. Okay, that's the whole point of these streams, is to get people inspired. So everyone, if you haven't joined the Discord, I do believe there's a link in the video description. If not, Bing Discord, there you go. Join the Discord, look for the channel called Look What I Printed, post something in there. Self-promotion is okay. You are allowed to pimp your wares. So yeah, normally that stream is the last Friday of the month, but for some reason, I thought this was the second last Friday of the month. And if you're wondering why there wasn't a member stream yesterday, same reason. I thought next week was the last week of the month, and also the plan for the member stream was I was waiting for the package to show up. If you're wondering why there wasn't a member stream yesterday, it's because I was waiting on the stupid UPS package. Because the UPS package has the MOG kit, it has the Trident R2 parts, it also has the baby belt kit, because we're going to be building a baby belt. So the plan was when all that showed up, we were going to go through it on the member stream. And so I waited all day for it to show up. So I didn't set up the member stream yet because I didn't know when the package was showing up. And then at the very end of the day, it's like package isn't showing up till today. And I couldn't do it last night. So maybe we'll do a member stream Sunday. We'll figure it out. I owe you a member stream. It'll be maybe Monday or Sunday. We'll see. Also, tomorrow's stream will be around noon EST. The little guy's going camping with his scout troop this weekend, so I'm having a date night with the wifey. You're not invited. So tomorrow's stream will be around noon EST. It will be the Look What I Printed stream. That will be tomorrow. Okay, so that'll be around noon EST tomorrow. And then if all goes well, we'll finish that stream up with taking a look at the baby belt kit, maybe, because it's supposed to show up today. What else? What else for housekeeping? So stream that's supposed to be today is going to be tomorrow, which I should have had it today because it would have made sense considering I don't have anything to do now. So we're going to wing it with the, I think the snap maker still out here. We're going to do a print and chill with the snap maker. And then stream tomorrow is noon EST instead of the 8 p.m. stream because we're going out for dinner and whatnot. We're doing a little date night. It's going to be fun. It's the first time in 8 years that we don't have the little guy at home. Well, it's gonna be fun. It is so weird. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. And then also, what else? What else? Enter to win a spool of polymaker filament. Link in the video description. We'll do the giveaway for that at the end of stream. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others if you are a channel member. Extra channel in the Discord, get videos early, and a bunch of other cool, fun stuff. And then also, a bunch of companies have sales on right now. Polymaker is having a big 35% off sale right now. If you want to stock up on filament, use code Canuck, use the affiliate link below. Also, Prusa right now, I think they have a sale on the Mark IV. It's like the lowest price it's ever been for the kit and the fully assembled. So if you are looking to get some Prusa Mark IVs, check that out, link below. They also have the Core 1L is now fully in stock. So you can just go buy it. You don't have to like wait for it to show up. You can just buy it, add it to your cart, and they ship it. So the Core 1L is also fully in stock. So if you're waiting to get a Core 1L for whatever reason, because you didn't want to wait, they are now in stock. So also have links for that. And then also, I don't know, go buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck, save some money. Hey, Steve. You stream Sunday, Steve, right? So me streaming at noon tomorrow isn't going to mess you up. I think we should be okay. So this sucks. I keep checking the UPS page, expecting it to show up. I want to start building this damn MOG kit, but it's like Friday end of day. That's all I got. It was put on a truck at 10 a.m. It's been 4.5 hours. Gently hold both sides. Why? Why are you telling me to gently hold both sides? Am I dying? No, I'm good. Okay. So, without further ado, Bearded Printer gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciate it. This was my morning. This was my morning. Little guy wanted to go fishing. It's his first day of summer vacation. We went fishing. It was fun. Okay, I'm gonna get this off the desk. I'm gonna get the Snapmaker U1 up on the desk, and what should we print? Should I do a HueForge? Somebody link me a pre-sliced HueForge. Somebody link me a pre-sliced HueForge. We'll do a HueForge, because that shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Because I'm like, I keep poking my head out this door looking for a package. Yeah, we'll do a HueForge. I haven't done a HueForge in a while. Okay, let's move some stuff around. Let's move some stuff around so I have room for this printer. Got an entire bin here of R2 parts that I gotta do something with. Yeah. Ha. You go there. You go there. Tripod goes there. So I was hoping, because they're in like 2 different packages too. So I'm like, oh, if one shows up, at least I have something to do. Because one of the packages has the Trident R2 parts. And the other package has the MOG kit and the baby belt. So I'm like, oh, if the R2 parts show up, at least we can put the motors in and we can do that with the Trident R2. And like, I'm even waiting on an Amazon package that has the double-sided foam, or has the foam tape. So I was like, oh, maybe if even the Amazon package shows up, I could put the foam on at least. No, nothing's showing up on time today, damn it. Everything is late. Every single thing that I or my wife have ordered this week is like late. Watch, the moment I get this printer set up and we start printing, the MOG kit's gonna show up. Watch my luck with this. The moment. Also, one knock against this printer compared to the Creator 5, I've noticed, this doesn't have handles on it. I found like the easiest way to move this printer around is you open the door slightly, one hand under there, and then one hand in the lip in the back, and you can pick it up. But there's like, these aren't pickup points. The Creator 5 has little, you can get your hands under it, they have a little cutout. So the Creator 5, you can move around a little bit easier. Andrew Rogers gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciate it. Let's feed you some juice. Let's give it the juice. Who makes good textured PI plates? Finally damaged my original Voron plate. If you're in the US, I believe it's West 3D has... Is it West 3D that has the Honey Badger plates? Those ones are pretty good. Here's the thing, when it comes to... Here's the thing, PI is a chemical. It's a compound, it's a thing. It's minerals, Marie. So like, as long as it's applied right, like PI is PI. I don't think there's different blends of PI. I think there might be like quality, maybe, like how impure it might be, like different levels, grades. But I think PI is PI. So as long as it's a textured bed and it's properly applied, I don't really think there's like any difference between like a textured PI bed from one company and a textured from another. As long as they're like, it's properly applied, the grain size is the right size, and it's clean. I think PI is PI. I really don't think, at least in my experience, like, disclosure, I use whatever bed comes with the printer. I put a little coat of Vision Miner on it. I move on with my life. And I've never really had a problem with that. Every printer, it just kind of works. Personally, I'm a fan of satin PI. I like the finer texture of the satin PI, but to each their own. I prefer textured over non-textured PI. I don't like the smooth PI because the thing is, it makes that one side of the print stand out. I'd rather the bottom of the print be textured and then it kind of like matches the roughness of the side of a print a little bit more. It'd be kind of cool if somebody made a PI that was grained at like 0.2 millimeter layer height. That would be kind of cool. Does anyone make it? I don't think anyone makes that. That would probably be too complicated. You might have to like mill it or stamp it. Could you do that? Could you make a PI that replicates the layer height, the average layer, like 0.2? because then your print will look the same from all angles. 'Cause that's kind of one of the downsides is the tops and bottoms of a print always look like the top and bottom of a print. You kind of can't avoid it. I don't know. Okay, so what are we gonna print? I need like a somebody give me a hue forge or something. I need a hue forge. What are we going to print? Let's go to printables. Let's find a hue forge. I haven't done a hue forge in a while. I have the software, but it's not on this computer. And I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole of setting it up. Ooh, let's do this. That'll do. Files. Okay. Model files. What's the difference between, 3MF and that? Okay, so we'll download that. Okay. Snapmaker Orca. So what do we need? We need, how many colors do we need? Oh, do we need 5 colors? Oh, okay, we don't have lemon yellow. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna use orange and yellow for the same thing. We'll just have to make it work, orange and yellow. Yeah, we'll just do that. Cool. Because we only have 4 colors. Most popular. Oh, can't look at that one. Oh, can't look at that one. Good God. You HueForge folks are horny bastards. It's this one person, Boston Art 3D. They love their horny HueForges, eh? Oh my God. It's art. It's art. It's art. So I think it's technically allowed on stream, but we're not going to roll that dice. We're not going to roll that dice. We aren't rolling that dice. Okay, so what colors do we need here? What colors do we need here? What colors do we need here? We need a black. Black. So we'll just use a yellowy orange just to... We need a red. Go with the Snapmaker red. Should we go with the brighter red? Yeah, we'll go with the brighter red. We'll go with the brighter red. Okay, now we need like a yellowy orange. The fact that you can blur it, which is weird because normally I think I have it off by default. I think I had it off by default and then I turned it on after I live streamed, and we may have glimpsed something mature. And I think the last thing is a white. Yeah, we need a white. We need a white. Go with this white. The moment I get this all set up, I guarantee you the package is going to show up. I guarantee you the moment I get this all set up, the stupid package is going to show up. Okay, so what do we got? We got the first one is I don't know, basic PLA. It's black, save. This one is high speed white PLA, save. There we go. Okay, so it's loaded. Let's make something wonderful. Yes, let us make something wonderful. Who's wonderful? You're wonderful. Prepare. Okay. So let's see these settings. So 100% infill 0.08 with a base layer 0.16. Okay, so layer height 0.08. Let's start with that. Transfer. Okay. 0.08, first layer 0.16. Strength. Infill is like 100%, right? 100%. I don't think it really matters. Okay, so there's that. I haven't done a hue forge in a while. How many top layers? I think we gotta just, it's all solid layers, isn't it? Like, isn't that the thing? Top 5, bottom 6, yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, so let's see that. So start with that. At layer 9, go to red. Okay, so we slice. The U1. Oh, are you talking about the boosters? Yeah, the boosters are nice to have. Yeah, the boosters are nice. I will say having boosters is nice. Turn my light on. Is my light on? There. No. Two of the colors are Snapmaker. Two of them are Snapmaker colors, the red and the yellow. The white and the black. The white is, I think, actually Flash Forge, like high-speed white. The black is just Prusament Galaxy Black. I like Galaxy Black because of the little sparkle. It gives it a little bit of texture to it. I don't know. What was the last thing? Yeah, like when I printed the owl here, like having a Galaxy... Ooh, okay, it helps if I turn the camera on. Yeah. I find having the Galaxy Black on like prints like this, you get like a free color. You get like a free texture. So stuff that's black still has a little bit of character to it instead of it just being one giant black chunk. So you have a little bit of speckle in there and it just kind of gives it a little pizzazz or something. I don't know. I really like how that owl turned out. It was a hoot to print. Can't you do 5 colors? Yeah, you could. Okay, so now, let's see. Yeah, if you do want to do more than 4 colors, you just do a filament swap, but I'm not going to bother with it. We're just going to let the orange and yellow be the same. Okay, okay, so start with that. At layer 9, go to polymaker red. Okay, so, oh, I gotta update this device. U1. I gotta connect it and refresh my colors. There we go. Prepare. 1, 3, 4. Okay. So we go to preview. Oh, I gotta re-slice it. XL had boosters. Yeah, like honestly, it depends how much you're swapping. If you're like constantly doing a lot of filament changes, I get it. I personally haven't really run into many issues with the XL not having boosters. I just shoved the hose through. It's not the end of the world. Like if you were doing if you were changing filament on it a lot, I could see it getting an issue though. I can see it being a pain in the butt. I can totally, I get it. Get it. Okay, so at layer 9, let's see here. So, start with black. At layer 9, change to red. Change to red. Okay. At layer 12, we're going to change to yellow. It's going to be a lot of yellow. Shit. That's orange. Damn, maybe I should do a filament swap. Change to 12. Change to that. And then 21, go to yellow. Change to yellow. And then at 31, go to white, right? 31, go to white. So can we change this to a filament swap? How would we change this? Delete filament change. Can we just add a pause? You know what? I'll add a pause. So you know what? I'm going to swap out this orange and I'll just do a manual filament change. I'll just pause it and we'll just do a manual filament change. So let me find an orange. If only I had a company that does 3D printing that had sent me a bunch of orange at some point. Unfortunately, it's all PETG, damn it. Okay, let me unload this. That. Unload. Yes, unload that. Oh, 1 second. Unloading mode. I mean, oh wait, it's already unloaded. It's not even loaded. 1 second. There we go. Okay. Joe, where's some orange? Some PLA orange. Are you orange? You're PLA. You know what? We'll use Replitech. Fuck it. We'll use Replitech orange. Why not? We'll use some Replitech orange. Why not? We have it. Will this fit? It kind of does. Good enough. There we go. I think the printer, I gotta redo it because the printer's like, oh, you changed filament and now we don't know. Basic PLA and it is orange. Save. There we go. Dang it. We gotta reslice it. You have it for filament type loaded? Yeah. Oh no! Like, I hear a trickle of water. It's the air conditioner spitting out a bit of water. Okay, now we wait for that. Yeah, the glitch is from slicing. Damn it. The hue forges, for those that have never done a hue forge before, hue forges are like crazy for the amount of like filament swaps you do. Okay, layer 31, white for the rest. Okay, so it should look something like this. Although this part is going to be orange. Okay. So we have a pause there. So at layer 21, we pause it, we remove orange, and we load yellow. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? And then white the rest. Okay. And then it hopefully will look something like this. So there we go. So that's how it should look when it's done. Kind of, sort of, a little bit more orange. Okay, print. 5 hours. Hopefully we get to that filament swap before then. Yep. Okay, we're going to allow the time lapse, auto leveling, U1 land mode. Send it. Oh yeah, there's still, oh yeah, it still has the massive purge block. I forgot about that. Oh well. That's the problem. Like the default settings are like a 27mm cube purge block, which you don't need. The problem is, it's like I changed it for the 0.2 profile, but all the other profiles have it. So when I, if you swap between any of these profiles, it defaults to the purge block that's way too big for what you really need. So. Okay, let's get the little guy over here so you guys can see what's going on. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. That goes there. Drop. Ow. Uh-oh. Focus. You got it. You can focus. You got this. Uh-oh. Did I break the focus? Come on. You got this. You got this. Focus, camera. Uh-oh. Let me cycle it. Hopefully we didn't break it. I don't think we broke it. There we go. There we go. It's loading all the spools. There we go. That seems like that'll be a decent camera angle for now. Behold, camera view. Yeah, hue forges are cool. You just kind of need to do them. That's the thing. Like you just need to do a hue forge. The software is relatively inexpensive for just like the hobby license. Obviously, the software I do believe is more if you want like the commercial license. You want to sell your hue forges. But kind of luckily, it does appear that a lot of people just kind of make hue forges and then share the pre-made hue forge on sites. So if you want to get your feet wet with hue forges, just download one of the pre-made ones and give it a try. And if it's, something you think is cool and you're like, hey, that's pretty cool, I want to make some for my own, then go try out some of the custom stuff. Like download the software and try making your own at that point. But it's not bad for those that are just kind of like, it's nice that you can kind of try it before you buy it. And then see, hey, I want to do some family photos. I got some cool art I want to do for the wall. Like, it's pretty cool. Although I'm pretty sure this image is originally AI, which annoys me, but whatever. Whatever. I'm going to go live at the top left. There we go. So right now, I think we're loading up all the tool heads and getting them all ready. So. I want tileable hue forges. Oh yeah, you can get creative. Like you can get really creative with hue forges. Oh, I just heard a loud bang. Is it a package at my front door? Packages! Packages, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got packages. That's for the wife. That one's for the wife. This one's for me. And that one's for the wife. You got your Amazon orders at the front door, hun. There you go. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. Jeff Bezos. Foam and something else I ordered. Actually, didn't Jeff Bezos like retire from Amazon? Does he still run Amazon? I thought he like retired. He doesn't run Amazon. Like he owns all the shares, but I don't think he actually runs it anymore. Okay, so we got our foam tape, which we'll need. So I'll put that over there. And then, what is this? I think this is what I wanted. Mr. Beast. Is Jimmy trying to shill? Oh, socks. I wanted to get like hiking socks, like some actual, like, I was gonna buy like a pair of darn tough socks, but I'm like, I'm not spending $30 on a pair of socks. So I just bought like generic hiking socks because I needed some hiking socks. But I've actually been doing a lot of walking. I have been, my current like daily routine in combined, by the way, we're 1 pound away from my 180 goal. You know, the goal's 175. So we're like just below 182 right now, which considering we were 197 a little over a month and a half ago, I'll take it. Foam tape. Foam tape. He's just placed it. Blue Origin is a legit company. Like, as much as, like, you know, we shit on, Blue Origin is actually a pretty legit company. It just sucks their rocket blew up. But at least it blew up in a spectacular fashion. Like, if you're gonna go big. Very hard to maintain. Well, I've started, what I do now is, well, these are nice. So, I don't know. They're socks. You know what? No, I won't put them on now. What I do is in the morning, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to try and keep this routine out. The little guy's not in school. Which, by the way, for those that don't know, we're currently in the summer schedule for this channel. So that means morning streams, streams that we normally start at 11 a.m. Will now start at 11 a.m., but they'll end at around 1 because, like, wife leaves for work and I gotta watch the little guy. And then it'll be 2 weeks of that, and it'll be 2 weeks instead of stream starting at 2, it starts at 2:30, like today, because the little guy's now on summer vacation. So 2 months of that, and then he goes back to school. But what I do is I wake up, I don't eat anything till 11, so I have like a coffee in the morning. But what I've been doing is I bring the little guy to school, and then I do like a 5K walk. And not like a leisure walk, like how fast can I walk 5K? Because I'll be honest, I should run. I can hate running. I hate running. I'm sorry, I hate running. I'll speed walk, I'll hike, I'll march. I'm tempted to like fill up my backpack with a bunch of weight and walk around with that with one of my like old army bags. But like, I hate running. I detest running. I know it's like, I hate running. I would rather like 12K force march with 50 pounds of gear, do it in under 2 hours. That's a good workout. That's what I used to do when I did army shit. Need a puppy? We put our dog down at the beginning of last month. We are not going through that again. But yeah, now I know why people get dogs to help them. Swim. We don't have a pool. 3 weeks. It depends where you are. Like, that was something that I didn't find out till later in life, that American school is like, it starts earlier in the year and ends earlier. Here in Southern Ontario, I think it's different even other provinces, but here in Ontario, school starts the first Tuesday after Labor Day in September. So the first Tuesday after Labor Day in September is when school starts, and then it's usually done the last week of June. So basically all of July, all of August is summer vacation. And then so you have like usually like the last week or half of the last week off of June, the first week or half of the first week of September. So July and August are just pure summer vacation here. I think it has to do whatever the farming times were for you, depending on where, like if you're down further south, it makes sense that it would start and end earlier because of the way the weather is. I don't know. Something farming, I don't know. I'm watching season 5 of Clarkson Farm. Watch Clarkson's Farm if you haven't watched it. It's such a good show. It's like the show, me and the wifey, we like, after the little guy goes down, we'll watch an episode. So we're on season 5 of Clarkson's Farm now. Such a good show. You get a real good appreciation for how much bullshit farmers have to deal with and how much it sucks living in the UK. (94F). Oof. What is the weather where I'm at right now? So I can't show this because this shows my like. So right now we have an excessive heat warning. So for the Europeans, like how hot in Celsius is oh shit hot for you guys? Like what is oh shit hot for the Europeans? Like I know it was like 40 in Spain or in France there, right? 30, 40, I know 40, but that's like stupid hot. So right now, this is my, for the next week. So next Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, it'll be in the mid 30s. Okay, so it'll be in the mid 30s next week. Highs of 34, low of 26, high of 35, low of 24. And we get more thunderstorms where I'm at here in Southern Ontario than anywhere else in Canada. We are actually technically in Tornado Alley where I'm at. We're at like the very tippy tip of it, but we get more tornadoes and thunderstorms than anywhere else in Canada here. Although they're usually like F1s or whatever, like, or EF0s or whatever. RIP. Well, no RIP. Everything here is air conditioned. Everything here is air conditioned. We don't have the same problem as Europe because the thing is where we live, in the summer, it will get to the mid 30s, positive. And then in the winter, it can get down to like negative 10, 15, sometimes negative 20 Celsius with wind chill. And then you have wind chill on top of that. So like every house around me has full central air. You have like a gas furnace, a natural gas furnace, and you have a big AC unit outside. So the entire house has like, because you have to have central air for forced air heating. And then you might as well just hook up an AC condenser to it, and then you have forced air cooling. So pretty much every house around me is insulated like crazy. So for the Europeans, oh, your house is made out of wood. Yeah, you can fit a lot of insulation in between 2x6s. So like we have like R40 in the walls, R70 in the ceilings, because you had stupid hot in the summer, and then you get pretty cold in the winter. So you kind of have to be able to handle the swings here. It just sucks in Europe. For all the people that are like, oh, get an AC. The thing is, Europe is just not supposed to get this hot. They're like on the same, like southern Spain is like the same latitude as me. Like UK is like northern Ontario. Like if you look at like the overlay, Europe overlay on North America. Like if you look at the two maps, like when they're overlaid on each other, and you're like, why don't they have AC? It's because they don't need it. Like, look, if you're in the UK, you're in like northern Manitoba. It gets like negative 40 here in the winter, by the way. Although Manitoba does get stupid hot in the summer at times. But like, you're pretty northern and you're surrounded by water that usually stabilizes the temperature. So it's not that they just all of a sudden need AC. They shouldn't need AC. Because it used to be like, oh, a couple days a year, 1 to 2 days a year, you need AC. Because the rest of the year, oh, it's like, oh, wow, 20. It's like when I went to San Francisco for Open Sauce in 2024, and it was in like, was it June or it was July, and it was like 60 Fahrenheit on the coast. And it's like, this is summer. It's like, yeah, it's just San Francisco. It just doesn't get hot. The same thing is here. Cold ocean. Well, yeah, they have the MOG and whatnot brings up all the warm water. That's how UK is able to be like not a frozen tundra, because the MOG brings, they're surrounded by warm water, but warm water, not like hot water. Like once you get above 40, you get like it gets dangerous, because like for those that don't know, humans have this fun trick where we sweat. Not a lot of animals. I think humans are like the only, if not one of the very few animals that sweat, and it allows us to self-regulate our temperature. Because who here I want you to answer this. This is a skill testing question. Okay, this is a question to the audience. What is one of the first methods of hunting humans used? What style of hunting is one of the first things humans evolved? Back when we were living in tribes in Africa and whatnot, right? Even like our ancestors, what was the type of hunting we practiced? Persistence hunting. Hagnatic, you get a gold star. Clickbaiting and 360 no scope. 360 no scope with a spear. Persistence hunting. Humans have like the most endurance of any land animal. Humans can just run. Like no other land animal has the same amount of like on foot endurance as humans. Like yes, gazelles and horses and other animals, they can go for a while, but then they get tired. And when they get tired, they can't go. Humans can just keep going. Like, okay, not your average American, or not your average North American, or heck, not your average Westerner for the most part, of most people nowadays, let's be honest. But like, if you treat your body well, you can, like marathons. It's insane. Humans could just run for days. So our first method of hunting was literally, I have pointy object, I want eat that. I'm just gonna keep going after it until it gets so tired it can't run anymore, and then I'm gonna walk up to it and poke it with the stick until it dies, and then I'll eat it. That's how we used to hunt, is literally just chase an animal until it was too exhausted to keep going. That's just what we used to do. And sweating allowed us to do that. So anyways, wet bulb temperature, it can get so hot now, like above 40. Once you get, I think it's like 43 or 46 Celsius. There is a certain temperature, it's above 40, that it is so hot out, sweating doesn't cool you down. Your body literally cannot regulate its temperature, and you just overheat and die if you're out there too long. Because below a certain temperature, your body can sweat. And as long as you hydrate, you can regulate your temperature. Obviously, there are things like heat stroke and sun exposure play into it and all that jazz. But like, in good conditions, a healthy individual with enough liquids on hand to replace depleted sweat, you can self-regulate your temperature in hot climates pretty easily. Yeah, a lot of animals can't sweat. I think humans are like, that's why they pant. That's why your dog pants. That's how it cools off. Animals that can sweat. Very few animals can sweat. Mammals are the only group with specialized sweat glands. Humans, horses, and some primates. That's about it. Humans, horses, and some primates. That's why like elephants have their big ears for flapping to cool off and whatnot. Yeah, humidity too. Yeah, humidity, high humidity does that too. Because you can't, the air can't absorb the moisture off. In the UK, dogs don't pant, they trouser. I'm done. That's it, we're done. Fishes might sweat, we never know. I mean, this first layer looks actually really damn good. Look at that first layer. Look at that first layer. That is, out of all the first layers to ever first layer, that first layer is very first layer. That is a first layer of first layers. It's not a beard, it's a radiator. Yeah. So what you do is you spritz a little water in here, and it cools off the jaw when you're eating a big meal. Or something, I don't know. What's your opinion on people building 3D printers for speed only, like the T250? I mean, internet wank points, I guess. I don't know. The thing is with speed, the fastest printer will always be board printer, and a lot of plastics. You lose a lot of, unless you have a hot end that can properly heat up and cool down that plastic. Like, there's a reason people don't print Voron parts at speed benchy settings. A lot of plastics have really poor layer adhesion when you print them as fast as that. So, like, it is better to extrude thicker, heavier layers if you're going for strength, because layer adhesion is the weakest part of a print usually. So speed prints, they look cool on paper, but you notice nobody's building farms out of speed printers. They're building farms out of like 85Xs and other cost-efficient printers. Because here's the thing, printers that print fast also fail fast. Right? Like, put it this way, if speed printers were the end game solution to 3D printing, you would see more commercial offerings of high-speed printers instead of Core XYs. These, if you haven't noticed, a lot of these new commercial Core XYs, they're printing at speeds Vorons were doing in 2018. Like, we're not really going that much faster. Yeah, okay, 500 millimeters a second travel moves, but in terms of print speeds, they're all roughly within the same ballpark. Put a V8 in one. So we went fishing today, and somehow my little guy broke his rod. Went out and bought new rods. Mine turned out pretty good. I like mine. I got an ugly stick dock runner, just because we fish off a dock, right? We're not on boat. So I got two little dock ones, and then he got like another one, but his broke. The dock runner, the ugly stick dock runner worked good, but like he has like it's like a Shakespeare, what is it? I don't know. Anyways, the stupid thing broke on it, and now it won't, the reel's all jammed and shit. So I gotta either completely redo the fishing line on it, or just it's junk and I need to, I mean, it's only 20 bucks. Not an expensive fishing rod, but. So reliability and quality of life, speed and stuff. Oh, totally, Rorschach. Think about it, okay? I set something to start printing, it prints in 10 hours and it's done. But I could print it on a printer that prints it in 6 hours. But that printer is moving so fast, the whole printer's shaking, and oh, we have layer adhesion issues, or the print fails. Print failing 4 hours into a 6-hour print, you gotta restart. You wasted time and money, and yeah. It's speed printers, unless you are building it specifically for speed, there's really no advantage to them other than like wankery e-points essentially on the internet, in my opinion. Now, there are some hot ends that do allow you to move a lot of plastic quickly, okay? But honestly, you want to know my opinion? I would rather see printers moving slow with big fat nozzles and big thick layers than a 0.4 nozzle at 0.1 layer height going super fast. Because guess what? The one with a big heavy nozzle, with big layer heights, guess what? You'll print a bigger object quicker and it'll be much stronger. Get a tube! Use code Canuck at Luke's Lab and save some money today. But yeah, you want to print big things fast. Use a high flow or ultra high flow hot end with a big nozzle, like a 0.8 nozzle or a 1 mil nozzle, and 0.4, 0.6 layer height. You'll have stronger prints and you'll print faster. Small printers with 0.4 nozzles moving stupid quickly, you get like 4 or 5 85Xs. You'll finish your job quicker than one printer going fast. Plus, it's harder to keep things consistent with those super high-speed printers. Like, again, nobody's printing Voron parts with speed benchy profiles. I've yet to see somebody do like a 5-minute speed benchy and then use that profile to print a full plate of Voron parts in ABS that pass Doc's like PIF test. Right? So it's cool. It's a lot like, I've always kind of said this when it comes to the speed benchy challenge. It's like Formula One, okay? Nobody drives a Formula One car to work, okay? Nobody's driving their Formula One car to pick their kid up at school or to get groceries. But there are things from Formula One in terms of engine efficiency, right? How to get the most power out of a compact engine, how to get the longest fuel economy, the most fuel economy out of an engine, how to build the best tires, what kind of aerodynamics work the best. There are things you learn from Formula One and high-speed racing and whatnot that you can then take that and apply it to an actual practical use case, right? Aerodynamics, engine efficiency, fuel efficiency, rubber types for tires, etc. Speed benchies are kind of like that. Okay, so yes, the printers and the profiles that do these crazy fast speed benchies, you're not using that to run a print farm of Voron parts. But curtain air cooling, that was something that came from speed benchy folks because they needed more cooling. Their hot end designs, right? These ultra high flow hot ends that we have now, better part ducting, we have better FEAs for air cooling for ducting and whatnot. There are things we have learned, better motor tuning, high voltage steppers, right? High voltage steppers, guess what? They run cooler, they run quieter, and they're more efficient. There are a lot of things that we have taken and learned from doing speed benchies. But speed benchies are still a boutique thing, right? They're still like F1 cars. You're not driving the F1 car to go pick up your groceries, right? You're using the minivan for that. Plus, the fact that people cheat with speed benchies now, the fact that I have seen multiple videos now of people claiming speed benchies and it's like, oh, they sped up the time or they weren't using the right settings or something. And people did like slow-mo analysis of it. I'm like, bro, it's a freaking speed benchy. What the heck is going on? Why do people care this much? Can do a speed benching well doesn't mean that a high-speed printer can also print well at regular speed. Well, at that point, you just have a regular printer, because guess what? A regular printer already prints fine at regular speeds, right? But if you're going to go for a regular printer, why are you spending all this for the speed benchy stuff? Like, do you just sit there and print speed benchies and stare at your printer and go, wow, that benchy's printing fast. I'm going to print another one. I don't know. To me, printers are tools. I have a lot of fun building printers, but at the end of the day, I still see these as practical tools. So if the tool's not practical to me, I don't tend to use it. Yes, as Beep Dog has said, gotta go fast. The DU part with speed benchy, the A1 Mini beats most of their complicated builds. Yeah, and I've said this before too. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the bed flinger. This is something else that I've kind of, my opinion has changed over the years. There is absolutely nothing wrong with the bed flinger printer. Package? No package. I keep hearing noises outside. The neighbor across the street from me, they have a kid who's like obsessed with their car and they're always cleaning it out. So I always hear doors banging and whatnot. So I'm like, is that the package? No. When you're in high school, like, why are you cleaning your car out like several times a week? What are you doing in your car that it needs to be cleaned out several times a week? Like with vacuums and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? He's always out there cleaning his car. I'm like, what are you... What? Like, I get he's a car kid, but I'm like, why do you need to clean your car so much? Weeder girls. I mean, doesn't everyone vape nowadays? I don't know. Oh yeah. Corex Ys have the problem in the Y that, or correction, bed flingers have a problem in the Y the same way deltas have the problem in the Z, where you need a lot more Y for the extra travel of the. You need at least double the Y, because you need to, you need to be able to print at the front of the bed and the back of the bed, so the bed's got to move back and forth. So once you get over a certain size, bed flingers become very impractical. It's like deltas. Deltas don't scale well in the Z. Bed flingers don't scale well in the Y. Although, fun fish fact, if your bed flinger doesn't fit on your desk this way, you can just turn it sideways, You can just do that. So you just turn the printer sideways, because most desks are only 24 inches deep. So if you don't want the printer hanging off the front of the desk, you just turn the printer sideways. I gotta get that stupid plugin so I can hit a button that records like the last 5 minutes so I can use it for shorts. I gotta start turning clips from the stream into shorts. CR10S, that thing's huge. When I got into 3D printing, the CR10s were like the hot thing. And it's like, I am so glad I never went down that route. I am so glad I started with a Monoprice Select Mini, went, damn, this thing is small. I should mod it to make it bigger. Then I had a brain fart and went, that is stupid. I'm just going to build a bigger printer, and I found Voron. And the rest is history. Wait a minute. $0.45 a pack for instant noodles. That is stupid. I was in high school, I was paying like 13 cents a pack. And this is probably American too. 45 cents? We pay like 33 cents Canadian now for like Mr. Noodles. Good God, that's massively overpriced. Frickin' inflation's hitting everything. Also, I'm not gonna say who, but I saw a Apple creator, an Apple-centric tech YouTuber, after the Steam machine, the GameCube was announced and the pricing, and he was kind of shitting on the pricing. And then it's like the next day, Apple increased their prices anywhere from $100 to $500 for the base models, and like double the price of RAM upgrades. And it's like, oh shit, you jumped the gun a bit there, didn't you? In this case, it's the AI bullshit. It's all the freaking AI bullshit. Because if you're a company and you need to buy a bunch of RAM, you basically pay what they tell you, or they just tell you to F off. You go to one memory company, go, hey, I need to buy RAM, and they're like, this is our price, and they're like, and you're like, oh, can we negotiate? And they're like, cool, F off, I'm gonna go to the next person. They're gonna say yes, because everyone, like, you can't negotiate right now. Apparently that's why Apple had to increase their prices so much. They had locked in pricing before the increase, and a lot of RAM companies, their suppliers, were kind of pissed that they still had to still sell memory to Apple at the previous pricing because they had locked it in for a long term. And now that that's up and they had to renegotiate, they're getting fleeced, because it's like, pay it or you're getting no RAM. Pick it. Like, there's enough people buying, we could sell to anyone. So you're going to buy at our price, or we're just not going to sell to you, because they'll buy from us at that price because everyone needs it. Bullshit. Yeah, did the PlayStation, I know the Xbox increased their price yesterday. Did PlayStation do it too today or yesterday? Or I know they increased it a little while ago. I'm honestly, at this point, I'm waiting for the Chinese RAM. The moment the Chinese start pumping out cheap RAM, I am on that shit. I will take cheap Chinese RAM all day, every day. Ni hao, Xi Jinping. I will sing that meme song. Yep, I'm looking at my desktop, my 5800X with 64 gigs of DDR4 and a 3090. I'm like, don't you die on me now, boy. Don't you be dying on me now. Did you see AMD did this? Amazon. I wish I could do it, but I can't justify it at the price. AMD brought back the 5800X3D. AMD brought back the 5800X3D for a 10-year anniversary edition of the AM4 platform. So for all of us that missed buying it before it went out of stock, you can buy it now for like a lot of money if you want. Yeah, Framework managed to find some cheap SSDs, I think, from AData. It's weird how few manufacturers. Well, the thing is, it's not that there's so few. I mean, the thing is, there's only so much fab time. So there's only so many companies that can make stuff at certain nanometer like scales, and basically you have to rent production time from them to make your thing, right? So if you're like, oh, we need to make Snapdragon IoT chips, or we need to make GPUs for NVIDIA, or we're AMD, we need to make Ryzen processors, or we need to make some cell phone thing, or like chips for a car. There's only so many fabs that can make stuff, and all their time is booked up. So it's like, you just gotta wait. And it's all like, they're obviously selling time to the highest bidder. Oh, the helium shortage? Oh, I know. Do 50. Technically, any AM4 thing should support everything from AM4. Unless it's like a first gen X3 series. I think an X370 could do up to the 5000 series. But if you have like an A330 or whatever, you might not. Yeah, I got like a B550, I think. I think mine are all B550s. Or B450s. Actually, my main desktop is B550. The other two AM4s I have in the house are B450s. This one's B450. It's got a 3700X in it. And then my server has a 3100 in it on AM4 as well. Yeah, a modern fab is 15 to 20 billion and 5 years. Plus, you need a highly specialized trained workforce for it. Plus all the additional infrastructure to support it with like helium and super clean water and air filtrate. Like there's a lot of other stuff. So 5700X. Yeah, I wish I had an X3D. I had a 3700X in it, which is actually now in this computer. And somebody in the community sold me a 5800X. So I wish I had an X3D because it'd be better in gaming, but I'm fine for what I got. Yeah, they're the fabs can make multiple different things, but they're gonna make whatever's making them the most money, which is like HBM RAM right now, or the high bandwidth memory. Also, it's also affecting storage as well, and because SSD prices have gone up, like physical media, like spinning rust drives have gone up too, because now people are buying spinning rust instead of SSD, so demand for that shit went up. Ooh, we're getting a little bit of wavingness going on here. I wonder if I should drop my flow down a bit. We are getting a little bit of the wavies here. I mean, let me see here. How many layers are just flat black? How many layers are just flat black? Up until layer 6. Layer 6 is when we finally have some character. Okay. You gave it to, oh, that's right, not G-Time. No, sorry. I get mixed up because I bought stuff off the community and some people have sent me stuff. So it's like, I can't remember. It's all mush up here. But I have purchased stuff from people. People have sent me stuff. And I appreciate it. Thank you. Having good water supply. The thing is though, Philin, the air is very dry. From my understanding, humidity is a pain, which I guess in Taiwan they just have to deal with it. But you want somewhere where it's the ground is tectonically stable. You don't want your fab getting rocked by an earthquake. You don't want it getting hit by a hurricane. You want it in a place that is pretty inert and dry, from my understanding. So Arizona kind of makes sense. You want too low to the static. That is true. That's another thing. They are not things you just set up. They're not like an Amazon fulfillment center. There is a lot of shit that goes into these things. They are not just like Amazon fulfillments. Although I kind of want to get one of these Retroid. Saw this. I kind of want to get these. I have a Steam Deck and I love the Steam Deck, but traveling with the Steam Deck is kind of annoying because I have my laptop, I have my camera, I have my gimbal, I have my battery bank, like my electronics bag that I keep with me because I'm paranoid. I don't want to put my stuff in checked luggage or whatever. It gets pretty big once you put the Steam Deck in it. And I don't really use the Steam Deck because once I'm in the hotel room, if I'm going to play a game, I'll do it on my laptop. But Retroid is coming out with this guy. And it can do up to like 6th gen consoles, so like PS2, GameCube, and like I think it'll do Wii and even some Switch games. And it's got like a 4x3 screen and everything, and I'm like, I kind of want to get this. Just like get the cheap base model one, just for like travel emulation and whatnot. I kind of want to get one of these. No Trident. The Trident's waiting on parts that were supposed to show up today but haven't yet. So, also we're waiting on Index. So whenever Bondtech sends me Index, we can put Index on it. Simple as that. Commodore phones. Well, they have, let me see, let me find it here. Because they have, I honestly, if I do buy this, I'm just going to get the absolute cheapest one, which is like black 8 gig. Because the 12 gig, I guess, you don't really need. For what the processor is, there's no real advantage to go to 12 gigs of RAM versus 8 gigs of RAM. But they have the purple. Oh, sure. Don't wanna. Oh God, I hate how everyone who's talking about this thing is sharing stupid Shopify links. It's like, no, I don't. Retroid Pocket Nova. Yeah. Everyone's sharing stupid affiliate links with this. There you go. They got the purple. They got the perp. 234 US. I'm like, I kind of want one. So I have my Steam Deck, and I like my Steam Deck because the Steam Deck's kind of big for like this kind of use case. I want something I can just kind of throw in my pocket or doesn't take up much room and I don't got to worry about. I'm torn. Wait for Trident R2 kit and Index to become available and build it once, or buy a Trident now and upgrade later. True 3D effects. What I would honestly recommend, just get a Trident R2 kit. Get a Trident R2 kit, or if you have a Trident R1 kit already, or you can find a cheap Trident R1 kit, build the Trident R1, but buy the R1 kit, build an R2. If you haven't built it yet, or you haven't started the build yet, there's no point building an R1 Trident. Go right to R2 Trident. LDO will have upgrade kits for the couple parts you need to that are different between the R1 and the R2. It's mostly 3D printed part differences, right? You need a couple extra bearings, a couple different screws, and M5 heat sets. So you can even just buy that shit on Amazon. Or if you're like me and you had enough extra shit on hand, I only had to buy the heat sets. I had enough of everything else on hand. The difference between an R2 Trident and an R2 Trident that supports Index is literally this, okay? See these little bed arms here? It's a slightly different bed arm, okay? So there's 3 different bed arms that are slightly different. All they do is move the bed up and back a bit so that they reach the nozzle on the Index tool head, and the Index tool head, the nozzle sits a little further back compared to a Voron spec nozzle. So by moving the bed back, you get more print volume. And then also the front idlers, the yellow cover plate here is slightly different so that you can mount your crossbar for supporting the tools. So literally, if you already built an R2 Trident, to upgrade it to a one that supports this, you could do this one right off the bat, right now, and just deal with like a little bit lost Z and Y. And then when Trident comes out, like, you just add a crossbar. It's not that big. Yeah, West 3D has R2 upgrade kits for 15 bucks. So you know what? As somebody who has seen a Trident R2 with Index and the Prusa Core 1 with Index, they are both good options, but if you have any inclination to build a Trident with Index. It is such a clean setup. It is such a clean setup. I have a video on my channel where I talk about it with Steve and Olaf. Yeah, I have a video on the Trident, and then I have a video on the Index on a Trident on the channel. Check them out. Build an R1 or build right to the R2. There's no point building an R1 Trident anymore. If you haven't built it yet, you might as well just go right to R2 Trident. It's just a lot of quality of life improvements and other little things you'll appreciate, and you won't have to rebuild it for the new stuff. Yeah, if you go R2, you want the double shear motor shafts. Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is the longer motor shafts for the support. If it's a 250, honestly, at that size, I don't really think you need the double shear, but depends how much tension you're putting on the belts. Okay, I'm gonna poke my head outside and see if I have a package. I'm like so paranoid. I know I could just check the UPS thing to see if there's a package. No package. I'm kind of paranoid that they might just put the stupid note on the door. Be like, we tried to deliver it, but you didn't. Yeah, I still need to make a clicky clack door. We got to cut up some extrusions and actually like make a clicky clack door. So that might be the member stream. The member stream might be watching me hack away with extrusions or something. $37 million, 37 or 35. I don't know exactly. I think it's in the docs. Or is that rippling? No, it is rippling. It is rippling. I'm not too concerned because we're printing at 0.08 layer height, and I didn't tune it. I didn't do a flow tune or anything. So I'm just kind of like, it's a 0.08 layer height, just constant flow. There's probably going to be a little bit of a defect in there. I'm hoping once we start doing little bits of detail, it kind of goes away and you don't see it. But it probably is just a little bit of a flow thing. We probably just need to drop the flow rate. I mean, all it's doing is printing a cube with 0.8 layer height multiple times. So unless your flow is perfectly tuned, you're probably going to get ripples like this. So don't forget, because I forgot to do it today, tomorrow is the monthly member print showcase stream, and we're going to be at noon. So noon tomorrow, EST. Show something in here. Post something in here that you 3D printed or you're working on and you want to show off, and that's what we're going to do on tomorrow's stream. And then we'll probably end up looking at the packages that come in with the all the other stuff. What needs to be calibrated to get rid of those? Just flow. It's over extruding slightly. It's just over extruding slightly. That's all it is. And because we're stacking up multiple thin layers, it's just reading through eventually. So that's honestly what it is. Just flow rate. Probably over extruding a bit. So just need to drop the flow rate a couple %. It's going to be dependent on the filament. The filament could be a little wet. The filament could be ever so slightly wet, so it's a little bit thicker. Who knows? For your canvas for your CC1 should be here. Nice. You did the inverted electronics mod. Nice. What are we printing? We're doing a HueForge. Today was supposed to be day one of the MOG kit build, the Unimog RC car, which is like a freaking meter long apparently. I don't know where I'm going to put it while we're building it, but whatever. But the kits haven't shown up. They were supposed to show up Wednesday, and then they were supposed to show up yesterday, and now they're showing up today, and they haven't showed up yet. So it was like last minute, what are we going to do? Because I'm waiting on like 3 different packages that have stuff that I need to do stuff that I want it to do today. So we're doing a HueForge. We're doing a HueForge. 0.08 means everything has to be perfect, super fun with TPU. Oh yeah, if you're doing flexible HueForges, yeah. There's a hair on my hat. Any tips on how to fix bands every 2mm on Z, 4 on 2.4? Is something binding? If you're having Voron specific questions, I do recommend checking out the Voron help sections in the Voron Discord. There's a lot of Voron specific stuff there. But if it's binding every 2 millimeters, that sounds like you probably have something wrong with your bearings in your carriages or the belts, because they're 2 millimeter bearings and they're 2 millimeter belts. So something might be a little funky there. You might have it binding or grinding or something every 2. If it's 2 millimeters, it's either carriage or belts, because those work off 2 millimeter pitch, so, or 2 millimeter spacing. So make sure your frame's square, make sure your belts are run properly, make sure you're not running a belt over plastic instead of a bearing. I've had that happen. So or MOG, what? Do an R2 before the R2D2 before the MOG. Oh, the R2 is way like back burner right now. The R2, my stupid sander broke. I gotta get a new sander. I got a shit ton of parts for that thing to post process. The R2 might be a like, it's on the list, but it's like in a box in a corner right now. And it's not an R2, it's an R6. Do you ever run your filaments through the TD1? I have. I don't do enough hue forges though, or I'm not that picky when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. So I kind of just like eyeball it. But I do have a TD1. I have used it. I have one of the original ones there, and it's a fun tool. And if you do a lot of hue forges, it is nice to have. Yeah. I mean, this is the first hue forge I've done in over a year or so. Yes, hue forges are the more accurate your settings are and your calibrations and everything, the better the hue forge turns out. Now, if you're like me and red is red and TD is kind of close enough, you're probably okay. But if you want to get like the most, like it's a personal thing. How accurate do you want to be? The TD1 helps you get more accurate. So if you're like me, like this kind of hue forge where it's like, okay, we're just going to do a fun hue forge, a black, a red, a yellow, and a white, send it. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, is this orange the best orange for this? I don't know. What's the TD of this orange? I don't know. It's from a company that doesn't even exist anymore. YOLO. Plus, the thing with hue forges, a lot of values from certain companies are kind of like already known. So I'm pretty sure like most of the polymaker filament library is already in hue forge with the right TDs or close enough. It like the TD1 makes sense if you're like me and you just have a bunch of filament from different brands all over the place. But if like you spot hue forge specific filaments or you're using from a brand that hue forge is already like has values for, you might be able to get away with it. I recently printed and built a Normandy SR2. I think it's 30 long. Also has a big. Nice. I have the files to do a Halo Pelican that I kind of want to do. So we'll see. What time are we at? 4 o'clock. We got an hour left in the stream, and I don't know if we're going to get to that pause in time. Shit. Curse you, UPS. Like, at least if UPS were to show up now, we could at least kind of look at what we have. But, like, according to the UPS tracker... Instead, you guys are just watching black print. Hopefully we get to red soon. The UPS site isn't even loading right now. What layer are we on right now? 5, and I think we gotta get to layer 9 before we do colors. Yeah, they're gonna show up right at the end of the stream. I mean, it makes sense. So tomorrow at noon will be the Show Me What You Got stream, the community showcase stream. That will be tomorrow at noon. And then what we'll probably do, because that won't take up the whole stream, we'll go through all the stuff that comes in. So we'll go through the MOG kit, we'll go through the print belt, the baby belt kit, figure out what colors we're gonna use for that, and then we'll see what's in the LDO R2 kit. And then I don't know if Jason sent any other goodies, but we'll see. Yeah, it's on the way. See, what I don't like, it doesn't say out for delivery. It just says on the way, loaded on delivery vehicle, but it doesn't actually say out for delivery. And that annoys me. No FE kit. For Index, I don't know if they're sending me an FE kit or if they're sending me a production kit. I actually don't know which Index kit they're sending me. If they're sending me the Founders Edition or if they're going to send me the production kit with the injection molded parts. I actually don't know. I'm not like harassing them about it. I'm not like, are you sending it today? Are you sending it today? It's just, we talked in the past like, yep, we will send you a kit. And they know I don't like to beta test stuff on streams when I do stream builds. So they might be sending me a production kit. We'll see. I have seen production parts. So it might be a production kit. It'd actually be kind of cool if it was a production kit. But yeah. Can't you track on a live app? I don't know. UPS doesn't do that. It just tells me on the way. And the last update was put on the truck at 10 this morning. Am I getting a new Z? A new Z for what? The Trident? What do you mean new Z? A live map? It might be a regional thing. Here, I don't know. It's like how Amazon can do that, but it tells you in the last like couple steps. Just 3D print a faster UPS. Oh, there we go. Am I getting the new Sobel? If they want to send me one, but I haven't heard anything from them. Only shows up if you log in. Oh. I hate logging into these sites. I hate logging into Amazon and UPS. Like, I actually canceled my FedEx account because I found if with my FedEx account, they auto billed me for everything. And I would just like, I look at my credit card and FedEx would just bill me for shit. Like, oh, taxes and duties and all this other shit. And then I deleted the account and I still got the packages, but they never billed me. So I'm like, what the hell? It's like one time a company, I ordered something from a company, okay? And I'm like, send it USPS. Don't send it freaking FedEx because you're shipping it from the States. And if it goes through snail mail, taxes and duties are a may happen or may not happen thing, okay? A lot of times they don't happen. But if you send it through like FedEx, when it shows up, FedEx is going to demand their blood money before I even see the package, and they always overcharge. And the company, I selected USPS on the form when I bought it, and then the company went and sent it FedEx, and I had to pay like an extra $50 for something that was $150. And I was like, what the fuck? Thank you, Slice Engineering. That was annoying. Can't self-clear? I mean, you can, but it's annoying as hell. You have to like go to the stupid center. It's like a 30-minute drive. I'm not wasting that. It's annoying. It's annoying. Or go to customs. Like go to customs is on the other side of town. It's like there goes 4 hours. The only time I've ever self-cleared something, I lost 4 hours of my life. And I'm like, I'm never getting those back. Any comments on the California bill? Yeah, it fucking sucks. but I'm not American, and I'm on the other side of the continent from California, so I can't do much. But yeah, sort your shit out, America. That bill's stupid. Support those that are fighting it, and actually fighting it, and not just making YouTube videos going, I told you it was gonna happen. Freaking David Tobin out there, for those who don't know, that's Joel's producer. He's out there fighting the good fight, actually participating in the cause against the bill. I mean, the bill isn't completely impractical, because there's no way software can determine, like, I think he said it in the video, or it's the title of the video, how can you regulate a shape? Is this a gun part? Is this a buffer tube stop, or is this a cube? I don't fucking know. Printer don't know. It's such a stupid law, and it's completely impractical, because 3D printers do not have enough power to run a freaking software that can determine if what it's printing is a part of gun. And like, even if it had a catalog of all the, like, if you were to load it up with like this is the CAD for every single 3D printed firearm that exists out there, all it takes is somebody changing a wall thickness to invalidate that training data, or design a completely new one, or just slice it with different settings because it's just G code. It's not reading models, it's reading G code. And it's such a stupid thing. It's such a stupid thing. Yeah, and code falls under First Amendment. Yep. Like, here's the thing. In a lot of places, like here in Canada, it is illegal to manufacture firearms for personal use. I can't make a gun here, okay? I just can't. It's illegal. Here in Canada, I can't. In the US, federally, you are allowed to manufacture firearms for personal use. You're allowed to make them and sell them, but you can manufacture, you know, non-restricted firearms for personal use. You can do it in the States. So here in Canada, and I believe some states have state laws preventing that, though. I think California is one of them. It is already illegal to do the thing they're trying to make illegal. So that's like, it is illegal to speed, or it's illegal to drink and drive. So that way, so now to prevent people from drinking and driving, which is illegal, we are going to ban alcohol and we're going to ban vehicles. So now people can't drink and drive. It's already illegal. You don't need to make the act of doing it illegal twice. Yeah, how would you know it's a gun, a replica, a prop, a Nerf blaster? Like, there's, yeah. It is such a pointless thing to try and do. It just doesn't make any sense. Plus, then you just have people like me that be like, okay, I just build my own printer, run open source firmware, run it off the internet. You just can't stop the signal, Mal. Grant did a video. Yeah, I haven't done any content on it per se, other than talking about it on stream, simply because some people get really pissed when I talk about American politics as a non-American. But like, you know, I do have to deal with living in the apartment above the crack den downstairs. You don't need a crazy printer. No! Have you seen the videos of, like, anytime a police bust happens, they either have like a clapped out ender or a bamboo. You don't need anything fancy. Heck, Back in the day, I remember somebody on the Something Awful forums built an AK by just bending a shovel into the shape of a lower receiver, punched a bunch of holes in it, and built it as an AK. I've seen an AR lower receiver made out of a block of wood. You don't need anything crazy. It's not rocket appliances. 3D printed firearms are actually pretty dang viable. Like this isn't 2016 with that Liberator single shot 22. Like, if YouTube didn't allow it, and I wasn't in Canada, I would have them. As a firearm owner myself, I would totally be down for doing that kind of shit if I could. Am I gonna do a room tour soon? Camera, computer, printer, filament, and shit on the floor. Room tour done. I do have a video. I did it last year, I believe. There is a video on the channel where I talk about everything I use, and nothing's really changed. Let me see if I can find it here. Let me see if I can find it here. Videos. I did do a video last year, I think. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this video did horribly, but people wanted it. So this video, I don't even know what this intro is. I don't know what I'm talking about, but here we go. This is, that's the video where I talk about all the stuff I have for equipment. It's pretty much unchained. First layer is not good. Well, good thing we're on the 7th layer right now. 360 camera? No, I don't need a 360 camera because all you're gonna see is the mess. Like, this camera covers everything. The overhead camera covers, you know, when we're doing builds on the desk. And then I have the mobile camera that I could just move to whatever position I need. Too much flow? Oh yeah, we're doing a Hue Forge with 0.08 layer heights and the flow is just ever so slightly high. Like, we're on layer like 8 right now. 7 or 8. Or 6 or 7. Firefly tracker. Wow, let me see here. I had to look up, yeah, FISNA. Yeah, so for those that don't know, FISNA, which I don't believe they still own Thangs. They started with Thangs. A lot of people uploaded models, and then they trained a lot of data on that, and then Thangs spun off. So Thangs is its own thing now, I think. But their former parent company, FISNA, is one of the companies that, like, when they reached out to me to sponsor stuff on the channel years ago, they're like, yeah, our background is like, say you own a company that develops cars and you have all these 3D models of cars, and you're like, shit, I want to sort, I'm looking for a grill that you can, like, search for, like, grills or search for, like, you know, clips or stuff like that. Like, you can search 3D models based on text. And I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea. Yeah, they're one of the gun people now. They're one of the people saying they can help regulate guns, 3D printing guns. So it's like, I regret ever working with you, you sons of bitches. They sold Thangs to Shapeways. Okay, there you go. Yeah, but yeah, FISNA is one of those tech bro AI companies. The tall woman with David and stuff is from Thanks. Okay. So don't forget, at the end of stream, we do have to end right at 5. So I do have to, like, end at 5. So we're doing the giveaway at 4:50. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, enter now. Link in the video description. Obviously, this Hue Forge is not going to finish during the stream today, but I will post pictures of it when it does. So while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you are really cool, gifting memberships to others. If you are a channel member or you're gifted one, you get videos early, extra streams when we do the monthly members only stream, and also extra channels on the Discord. Which software do you 3D model your own model? I don't do like modeling, so I don't do like this kind of shit. If I do need to do anything practical, I use Fusion 360. Did you get a picture of the deer? Craigler, did you get a picture of the deer? I want to see the baby deer. Take a picture, put it on the Discord, I want to see. Business financials are in the pooper? Probably. I could totally see this whole thing trying to be like AI bros going, oh yeah, we could totally do this. You need to make this law a thing, and then we're the only ones that have the software. You need to buy our software, government people, for a lot of money. I could totally see this thing just being a straight up AI companies trying to make money by trying to force the law through, or paying to try, like, you know, what is it, lobbying to get a law through so that, oh, we're the only ones with the software. You got to trust us. Damien gifted a community membership. Cheers and appreciated. Fusion 360. Fusion works really good for my workflow, which is like the sketch extrude style of workflow. So sketch it out and extrude it and then start modifying from there. Laws are sold. Everything's sold as pie. Think of the children. Won't somebody think of the children? What layer are we on? At layer 9, it changes. We're on layer 6. Damn it. Hurry up. I was hoping that we'd get at least some color before. And where's my UPS package at? Where's my UPS package at? On the way still. Son of a... No update since 9:53 this morning. Loaded on delivery vehicle. Nothing since. UPS. Fusion's working. Yeah. That's what it's kind of boiled down. Like, I like Fusion's sketch extrude workflow. Like some of the other ones, like, what is it? What's the one like Chep likes? Where you can use shapes and adjust, like importing shapes and then moving. I don't like that. I like sketch extrude is my workflow. Is it the index? No, LDO sent me a bunch of stuff. I got Trident R2 parts, a MOG kit, which I was hoping would be here so we could start building the MOG. It's a Unimog. It's a meter-long RC truck we're building. It's like 500 something printed parts. That box is filled with printed parts right here, and it's several bags of printed parts as well. So that, and then they also have, it should be a baby belt kit. So for a baby belt 3D printer, so. Parametrics and history, which is funny because I don't do parametric at all, and I've never used history. I direct model. And if I screw something up, I hit Control Z until I can do it again. Did I print out the manual? And, it's a 1,000-page manual, so no. Put the baby belt on the MOG. Oh, we will. We will. The plan for the MOG is I'm going to put, I got a 600 watt battery bank. That's going to sit on the back of the MOG, and then we're going to have the baby belt printed chain so that we can pull the MOG out of places with the chain that it prints. Also, I do want to see if I can figure out, I don't know how to do this. I may have to chat GPT it, but somehow have an API where if you super chat or gift memberships on the stream, it would print your name out on a plaque. And then I would just have it sitting on the wall, like on a French cleat, and just print people's names out. And then you fall down like a Plinko board or something. Like, kind of have like, You know how people do it with the maker chips? So you have the maker chips, and I've seen people make walls of them and whatnot. So it'd be kind of cool to have it where, like, if you donate, it prints your name off on a chip, and then it fills up like a thing, so we can have like a wall of donations kind of thing. That'd be kind of fun. I got to figure out how to do all that. That's something like way beyond my current skill level, but because you would have to have something that converts, like, pulls the API from YouTube for if somebody donates or super chats, which you'd have to probably do it through Stream Elements or something, and then it would have to take their name, put it on a 3D model, generate the G code, and then send that to the printer and have the printer print it. And then it would also have to buffer that. So if several people do it in a row, it would have to buffer it all. Like, that would be kind of cool to do, though. Because that's a thing, that's a very common thing with streamers. People have, like, names and shit flying across the screen. That annoys the shit out of me. And I've seen people do, like, the ticker tape, where, like, if you donate, it prints it, like, on a receipt. But, like, that's kind of, like, not 3D printing. So it'd be kind of cool to try and figure out something. You can tell it's a yap stream today. I'm losing my voice. Well, it doesn't need to be fast. Like, here's the thing. Like, the moment one starts printing, it's like however long it takes to print. Plus, it would have to figure out how to do it in only one color. So, like, how would you print somebody's name in, like, one color, like, on a maker chip? Like, well, you would just leave it on all the time. You would just leave it on. Like, what I want to do is have it, I'm going to hook it up to, like, a 3 kilogram spool of filament with a runout sensor and see how long of a chain I can print on it or something. Like, can I print a chain on a baby belt that can hold my weight? Probably not. I mean, PET G maybe, but I don't know how well the baby belt handles PET G. Waste a lot of filament. I have a lot of PLA I could probably get rid of, let's be honest. A laser? Nah, but I want it to be 3D printing. I don't want to just do a laser. Plus, I figure, like, worst case scenario, it prints, like, there's enough time to fix, or, like, I don't know. PLA chainmail suit. That would be kind of cool. I mean, one day belt printers will be a thing and Pooch will be happy. It's not this day, but one day. Oh yeah, who was it? Shoot, who was it? Somebody sent me an email. They didn't get their, Wayne, yours good. Who is it? Who is it? Who was it? Shoot, I saw it. I gotta fix it. June 5th, RJ. Here, let me... I'm still going through the backlog of broken, winners. June 5th. There we go. For the polymaker giveaway. Wayne, you're good. You should be good. I think I fixed yours, Wayne, if I'm not mistaken. At least I think it was Wayne. I'm horrible with names. I got really bad memory with names, and I'm horrible with remembering names that I do remember. The MOG, the same one they sent out a bumper fix alert for, flipping the bumper right side up, 2 screws and done. Maybe? When did they send out the alert? I downloaded all my files a while ago, so, or like a week or two ago. I haven't got an email alert letting me know that something was wrong. So, who was this? So I got to send the font number to RJ. Here you go. Try this. There we go. Because I'll forget people's name. Oh, I'm horrible. I remember reading a thing. The average human can only actually remember anywhere between 100 and 150 names and faces, like at a time. So it's like the moment you don't interact with somebody regularly, it starts getting bumped down the list, and then eventually it just gets knocked off the list. Like, it's kind of weird. Like the other day I was talking with somebody who I used to work with, and I was talking about somebody that was on my team and I couldn't remember their name. And I'm like, shit, I haven't, like, it's been 3 years and I've already, like, somebody I worked with every day for 5, 6, 7 years, and I've already forgotten their name. It's like, shit. The FlashForge Creator Pro sucking purge filament in the chamber heater. That sucks. Do you got a link for that? Put it in the Discord and we'll take a look at it. Put it in the live stream channel in the Discord. We'll take a look at that. I mean, is it drama or just like a design F up? Design F up, yeah. So they need either, they probably need a finer mesh grill. But yeah, chamber heaters, this is why chamber heaters inside 3D printers I'm always a little about, because it's like this printer, I've only done like a handful of prints on this printer, but look, we already got all this shit building up in here. This would not be hard to get like some of this stuff sucked into a sucked into something, right? Like chamber heaters blow out, hopefully, but still, there's always a chance a little bit of plastic can just kind of, especially if you're like use compressed air to blow, like clean out your print. I've seen people use canned air to just, you know, oh, just quickly blow out my chamber or whatever. Or like as they're brushing stuff around, you brush it into it, you don't realize it, turn your chamber heater on, and fire! That's why, like, chamber heaters, I'm like, I like what Prusa did with the Core 1L. Let's just use an aluminum bed, heat that bitch up, and then we'll put fans under it to circulate the air. That printer gets to 55 easily. It actually will get to 60 in the summer. And I'm sure higher if you were to enclose it. Like put like a towel over it or something. You put it in the live stream Discord? Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, there's the deer. Oh, look at the deer. Look at the baby deer. Endangers you. Yeah. Serious problem. Yeah, see, this is right here. Yeah, that's the problem. Who is this? Elevated makerspace? Okay. All right, start 10 the test for it. Yep, that's a valid reason to stop testing it. So it purges down, which the normal Creator 5 does this. So what? It purges down and gets sucked into. Is that a? Oh, it sucks in here and does it suck in the bottom and circulate up to the top? Yeah, yeah, that's an issue. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. I mean, I have a normal Creator 5, not the Pro, so I don't have to worry about that, but someone call Grant. Cutting too many corners. I mean, you just don't purge over it. Just move the purge to the back. All you have to do is just change the macro so it doesn't purge right in front of it. It can like the tools are on the side, right? So on the Creator 5, the tools are on the side, right? So instead of purging here, you purge here. Simple as that. Or you purge on the other side of the bed. Or you just design your grill so it doesn't suck up filament. Finer mesh grill. Turn off the fan while purging. I mean, just purge at the back instead of the front. There's enough room, I think. If only I had Clipper. I mean, that's the problem, right? The Creator 5 is more locked down than the U1, so you can't. Unless the purge is part of the start-stop script in the slicer. You'd have to look into that. The U1. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I've used both the Creator 5 and the U1. I think they are both fine machines for specific use cases. I think honestly the Creator 5 I think makes a better farm machine. Like if all you're doing is printing flexi whatever slop, if you're printing landfill slop for like an Etsy store or whatever, I think the Creator 5 might actually make a bit more sense for a print farm. All the spools sit on one side of the printer, so it takes up less room on the desk. The tools are simpler, less chance of it breaking. There's only one extruder. It is a simpler machine to set up. I think it is technically a cheaper machine too. It's a little bit, but it's not as big. The tools aren't as capable. There's pros and cons to both. It depends what you need the machine to do. But I think there is a valid use case for the Creator 5 and the U1. It just depends. I think this machine makes sense if you're just buying one machine. If you're like, oh, I need to buy a dozen machines for my print farm, I think the Creator 5 might be a better option. Just because of the way it's set up, it's easier to set up. You can get the machines going quicker. They're simpler machines, which means less chance of something happening. Guy at work has a Creator 5, he still got it working because the screen broken. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I can only go off of what my experiences are with it, right? That's the thing. Like, I have one, it works fine, so my experience is based off the one I have working fine, so. Oh yeah, that's right, I started the stream late today. I'm like, how is the stream going by this quick? And it's like, oh, because I started at 2:30. The connector for the screen cable seems to be loose. Oof. Are they sending him a replacement, or does he got to like crack it open and... Loaded on delivery. I know it's loaded on the delivery vehicle. Deliver it, damn it. I want the packages, damn it. Oh, there's... Got more... Oh, look at the birdie! Look at the birdie! So, the other day we went for a bike ride, being a little guy, and we saw little itty bitty baby bunnies. They're so little. Also, the little guy was feeding one of the fish we caught with worms. Just a little bluegill. Can you use, like, I use worms for bluegill. Is there like a non-live bait that I can use for bluegill? Because I'm kind of lazy of always having to put worms on my hook. Dude, okay. We haven't had a dog for like 2 months now. There are so many flippin' rabbits in my backyard now. Like, we've always had a lot of rabbits in our neighborhood. It's just, there's farm fields all around us, and we're in a subdivision, so rabbits love this shit, right? Not a lot of predators and grass everywhere. Rabbits love this shit. But we don't have the dog anymore. So now they're like actually hanging out in our backyard. And it's like, the other day I went out on the patio and there was like half dozen rabbits just chilling in my backyard. I'm like, oh. Cat time. We're gonna go a couple years without a pet, just so we can do like, we're going on a big family trip this summer for like 2 weeks. Like we're, you know, at some point might go down and do Disney World or Harry Potter Land or whatever. I don't know. But it's like, it was, I think it'll be nice to not have to worry about, like last year for our anniversary, I was like, oh, I'll take the wife, I'll drop the little guy off at my mom's, but we'll go away for a weekend, right? For our anniversary, right? We'll just go away for a weekend. And like, I got it all planned. I was about to book a hotel room. I'm like, oh wait, shit, we got the dog. Then you see a lonely puppy in 2 months. See, that's the trick. You avoid places with puppies. The thing is, it's not me I got to worry about. It's my wife. My wife is the pet person. While I like animals, I'm not a huge pet person. They're a goldfish. Cats. Oh yeah, the little guy kind of wants to get a cat. So if we do get a pet in a couple years, it probably will be a cat. Because at least a cat, you can get like the auto feeder, the auto waterer, and like the auto poop and scoop. So it's like you can like, oh hey, we're gonna leave for the weekend, and the cat will be fine. We don't have to like worry about it over a weekend kind of thing. Because that's the thing, like we want to do camping, and it's like not all campsites allow animals. And like now you gotta, anything you do has to also be allowed, like, oh, we can't all just go on a boat for the day because we got the dog with us or whatever. So it's kind of like the cat auto poop. That, well, okay, the expensive ones work. The cheap ones kill your cat. Next Friday's stream? What's next Friday's stream? Tomorrow, if you're thinking next Friday is the community stream, it's tomorrow because I screwed up. I thought next week was the last Friday of the month. It's not. Today is the last Friday of the month. So tomorrow is the community print showcase stream, if that's what you're excited for. So it's tomorrow at noon. Because I'm not doing a 8 p.m. stream tomorrow. I got to do it a little bit earlier because we're doing a date night. So I got to be free at night. Those only work out. Well, that's why you get it when the cat's little and it gets used to it. Hopefully. You can train your cat to use a regular toilet and flush. Our toilets have like the button. We don't have a knob. Our toilets have a button that you got to push. They don't have like the little thing. It's also cheaper to board a cat. Yeah. Well, that was the problem with our dog. Like, we had a person who watched him, but the problem was that person would only watch him, like, they watched him in their house, and their house had stairs, and by the end, the poor guy couldn't do stairs well. So it's like, we didn't want to board him at that point. Plus, he was kind of like falling apart, so it's like, 11th anniversary, nice! We had ours earlier in the month, but tomorrow, because the little guy is going camping for the weekend with his scout troop, so he's gone for the weekend, so we're actually celebrating it tomorrow. So that's why tomorrow's stream is going to be a day stream, because tomorrow's date night. How's the shoulder? Oh, I did 2 physio classes this week, so I went to physiotherapy twice this week. It's still not full range of motion yet, but the pain is completely gone, and the range of motion in other directions is pretty good. So we're thinking it might not be frozen shoulder. It might just be like not like a muscle spasm. It's still the capsule muscle, around the shoulder is still tweaked, but the physio guy is like, it probably isn't frozen shoulder, because I have the range of motion, so like I can move it in the full range. The muscle won't allow it, but it does with stretching. So I've been doing a lot of stretches and whatnot with it, and it might not be frozen shoulder. It probably isn't frozen shoulder, because if it was frozen shoulder, it would not be recuperating this quickly. He's like, you may have just like tweaked it somehow in your sleep, showed the symptoms of frozen shoulder, which is why the doctor said you had frozen shoulder and prescribed all this shit, but it's healing way too fast to be frozen shoulder. So yeah, be careful not to, I know, that's, in case you didn't notice, I did it with both hands. It's a problem. It's like, how's the range of motion in my shoulder? Yeah, but I'm extremely happy that it looks like it's not frozen shoulder, because they're like, oh, frozen shoulder is like months to years on the recovery, where it's like, no, you just kind of tweaked your shoulder and the capsule muscle kind of just went all spasm and tensed up, but it's like coming back pretty quick. So should be okay. Like, I have full range of motion as long as I'm not, the 90-degree straight out is still limited compared to the other side, but like the moment I can do back, and I'm not going to do forward because I don't need Elon to hire me, but like forward, it's almost 100%. It's like 98%. So the shoulder is recuperating pretty quickly, luckily. So it's a barely frozen shoulder. Yeah. So I'll take it. I will take it. We are going to do the giveaway in 7 minutes. We're going to do the giveaway at 4:50, just for the fact that I got to end the stream right at 5 o'clock. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some polymaker filament, link in the video description. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you want to help support the channel, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. And also, don't forget, a bunch of companies are doing sales right now. I believe Polymaker is one of them. They have a 35% off restock sale for the Prime Week thing. So check out Polymaker, use code Canuck, save a bunch of money. Prusa also has a sale on a couple of their printers. I believe the Mark IVs are the lowest price they've ever been right now for both the kit and the assembled version. And also, hey, go buy some gamer subs. Use code Canuck, save some money. And if you have a U1 and you want to pick up some Pika hot ends from Luke's lab, use code Canuck and save there too. Cool shoulder, bruh. Ooh. It sounded like a panel van. Yeah, the Core 1L is actually in stock now with Prusa, so you can just buy it instead of having to wait for it to get on a waiting list. Aw, nothing. Dang it. What really sucks is we got to go out tonight. That's why I got to end right at 5. And I'm like, it better be delivered before I head out. The fire or ice filament from Polymaker? What? So yeah, so right now Polymaker has a 35% off sale. And I do believe if you haven't ordered from Polymaker directly before, if you use code Canuck, there is an additional, if you've never ordered from Polymaker before, you do get a discount on your first order if you use code Canuck. So there you go. And I do believe that does compound with the 35%. I do believe, I haven't actually, I should probably read the actual emails they send me sometimes. But, I mean, try it out if you're looking to stock up on filaments. Okay, what is ice ABS? What did you say? Ice ABS? What do you mean ABS, fire and ice? Has anyone an ABS fire or ice filament? What is ABS fire or ice? Ordered $500 worth of filament for $250. Nice. ABS Max. I haven't tried the ABS Max or Pro yet. I haven't had to put it in a stock up order, so it's ABS Pro. Oh, okay. They have gradients. Oh, okay. That makes sense. What are we printing? We're doing a Hue Forge because today's just an impromptu print and chill because of the thing we were supposed to do today. We're not doing because FedEx, or correction, UPS never delivered the package that has the things that I need to do the stream. So it's like, shit, okay, well, this is still out here and I grabbed it. I haven't done a Hue Forge on it and I got to do something to test the Hue Forgeness capabilities of the machine. So we're doing a Hue Forge. Why not? I was hoping this would go a little bit quicker so we would actually be able to see some multicolor stuff, but it's all just doing the black for now. And unfortunately, we're gonna have to end stream pretty soon, so we're gonna do the giveaway in a minute. Yeah, we're still on layer 7. I mean, this should look pretty cool once it's all done. You just gotta wait for it to finish. Okay, so you got 1 minute to enter for some Polymaker filament. If you haven't entered yet, you got 1 minute. So everyone scroll down now. Make sure you all like the smash button because it increases your luck. Okay, luck is an intangible thing, but if you do like the smash button before entering the contest or aftering, if you forgot, it does increase your luck. Are you really willing to risk it? See what it is at the start. Oh, it's right here. There you go. It's a Dwagon. It's a Dwagon. This pause is actually a color change, so this should be changing to an orange, but I don't only have 4 colors, so it has a pause and I have to manually change from yellow to orange or orange to yellow. So yeah, just a Hue Forge. Testing its ability to handle something that's very picky when it comes to flow rate, and also how accurate, you know, how good it can do a Hue Forge. That's something people might want to know about a multicolor printer. We did the owl. We did the owl already. So we printed the owl. It was a hoot. Now we're trying a Hue Forge on this. Oh yeah, it's gonna look like bad layers because it's literally like layer 7 of 0.08 layers of different densities for Hue Forging. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. Let's do this giveaway. Gotta do. 1 second here. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Copy names. Okay, delete that. File save. Load up marbles. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. There we go. Just told the wife to quickly heat the oven up so I can cook dinner quick. How many bots? Clear. Okay, 226. Random, go. Probably turn the air conditioning off now. So how this works is if you win, you get a spool of filament from Polymaker. But if I pick your ball and your ball wins, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament. So good luck to this person right here. And by this person, I mean this person. And by this person, I mean this one. DSMGLI. If you win, you get a free hat. Good luck. What's dinner, mac and cheese? Oh, I'm just doing a quick frozen pizza. We got to eat quick and then we got to head out. So, TT in the lead. The trick with frozen pizzas is cook them on a pizza stone on a preheated oven. And don't be afraid to put some extra cheese and toppings on it. Exclamation mark gullible makes you go faster. Exclamation mark zoom zoom makes everyone else go faster. And if you like the smash button, ring the bell, and are subscribed to the channel, it actually will 20x your luck by 3%. So, yeah. There we go. Just so you know, that Wade Franklin Wyatt is a bot. So if you see a blue name, it's not a bot, it's a ghost from the fastest time we've had on this level. Yeah, the blue name's a ghost. That's why you don't see it on the leaderboard. Yeah. Yeah, it keeps track of who's completed it the fastest, I think, locally, though. Because we don't use the online aspect of this, because we're not on Twitch, so you can't, like, enter via chat. So I have to copy and paste the names manually. So it only keeps track of stuff locally. But it looks like we have a decent competition for the leader. Tarok in the lead. Oh, this is yours to lose, Tarek. It's yours to lose. And you did not. Congratulations, Tarek. Tarok? Are you a dinosaur hunter? Did your franchise peak in the N64 era and you've been relegated to a footnote in modern times? There we go. Okay. So, let me get this email sent off here for Tarek. So, everyone, golf claps in chat for Tarek. Everyone, golf claps in chat for Tarek. I heard that the remake isn't too bad. Or not the remake, like the remaster is pretty as true to form as you can get, I guess, for a game from that era. I just remember it having horrible fog to limit your view, because a first-person shooter on the PS or on the N64 didn't exactly, you know, N64 wasn't the most powerful console. It was more powerful than PS1 though. So a lot of games had like the fog wall like 10 feet in front of you to prevent you from seeing, to limit that, so it only had to render so much. I can hear the extruder clicking away. So yeah, unfortunately this definitely will not finish on stream. So what I will do is when this print does finish, I will post pictures of it on the Discord. So make sure you enter the Discord. Join the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, I'll post pictures there. I'll post them on Twitter and whatnot too. And then also, don't forget, tomorrow, the tomorrow stream will be at noon, okay? It'll be at noon EST. Normally it's 8 p.m. EST. We're going to do it at noon EST. Why? It's date night. You guys aren't invited. So tomorrow's stream will be at noon EST, and it will be the community showcase stream. So if you haven't entered yet, on the Discord, there's a channel called Look What I Printed. If you have a 3D print that you've done over the last month or so, or you haven't shown it off before, and it's either a 3D print itself, it's a project involving 3D printing, it's got to be somewhat 3D printing related at some point. It could be post-processed to hell, but you know, the project I did this month was covered in concrete. Show it off in there. Post a little video, describe it, link to the files. You can do all that. Self-promotion is okay. The more stuff you guys share, the more fun we'll have on stream tomorrow looking at all this stuff. And then hopefully, when that's done, we'll take a look at the MOG kit. We'll take a look at the MOG kit. We'll take a look at the baby belt kit, and hopefully the Trident R2 parts as well after that. So we're gonna call it there. We're gonna call it there because I have stuff to do tonight. So y'all take care. Oh wait, shout out to Polymaker, the spool filament we'll give away this stream and every stream, links to them and more in the video description below. Use code Canuck, save some money with some of the affiliate links. For those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel, I thank you for not being able to do the things I do, create the content I create. Without your continued support, you make it all possible. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and I will see you all in the future. Good night. Also, if you haven't seen this week's video, go watch it. Go watch the video on the channel this week and share it. It was a good video. I did a lot of work for it, and I liked it. You should like it too. Go watch it. It needs more views. Okay, bye.